Right behind me, I've got the 2026 Ford F-150 King Ranch. If you guys are new here, my name is Jason and I do reviews just like this here in Canada. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over the different models that you can get with the Ford F-150s, the safety features you do get with the King Ranch model, the engine and towing specs, the exterior, the interior, the infotainment system, and of course the pricing. Also, thank you to Bayfield Ford here in Barrie for allowing me to review this King Ranch. I'm also going to throw up the window sticker because this King Ranch does have some options added to it, so as I walk around you will notice all of them. All right, let's start things off in the front of the King Ranch, and this model in particular is very unique because on the bumper area here you do have like this tan bumper with chrome pieces right here, your front recovery hooks, front safety sensors. You even got some space right behind the license plate area, and then on the corners you do have your nice looking LED fog lights, and I love the little LED bar right there, which also goes into the LED lights, which I'll touch on in a second. And then you just get into the grille area. This is pretty unique on this because you have bits and pieces of chrome. You've also got this brown trimming here, the black trimming, and all of this looks very nice in person. And you do have the blue Ford badge, a front facing camera, and then you get into these gorgeous lights. These are LED, obviously. I like the bar here, and here's what I was talking about. That bar stretches kind of like a nice flow all the way down to the fog lights with the usual lights obviously in the center there. You also have this right here, which is your turn signal. So all of this tied together in the front end. The King Ranch model definitely stands out. Also on the hood here, you do have like these vent cutouts on both the sides with the chrome and then the black plastic. As for what powers the King Ranch here, this does have the 3.5 liter V6 EcoBoost engine, which makes 382 horsepower and 500 pound-foot of torque. Towing wise, the way that this truck is spec'd out, you can tow about 10,500 pounds, and fuel economy is about 14 liters in the city and about 10.2 liters on the highway. All right, coming around to the side of the King Ranch here, you can see the nice looks definitely continue. Now, something that this does have added on, and is one of my favorite things, is the dual pane panoramic sunroof up top, and then around the windows, you do have the chrome here, and then the gloss black here, and then you have your keypad right here. For the door handles, these are in body color. And then for the side mirrors, these are also body color. You have the black plastic here, the turn signal, the lights, and the side mirror cameras. And then over on the fender here, you got this nice looking badge that says F-150 King Ranch, the logo in chrome, and then the brown as well. And then even the side, so your front bumper, the sides, and the rear bumper, you have the tan going all along the bottom of the vehicle, which looks pretty unique. This also has the power side step, so if I do open it up, there they are. And as for the wheels, you've got these nice chrome wheels on this with the King Ranch badge in the center there, and these are your 20-inch wheels. So if I do take a step back, you can see it definitely fits the King Ranch. All right, going around to the rear, on the back here, you do have the FX4 off-road decaling, and then swinging around to the rear, the nice looks definitely continue. So you've got more of the tan rear bumper, the hitches there in the center, and if you look way down below, you do have a spare tire. Up by the license plate area, you have all your towing outlets, rear safety sensors, and then you get into your tailgate. This is pretty unique because you do have a split tailgate here, so you do have different ways to open it. So on the tailgate here, you do have this nice King Ranch badge, the Ford badge obviously, the F-150 stamped into the back. You've got the backup camera right there, and then you've also got obviously the LED rear tail lights. These look very nice, and I just like the way that these are designed. And not only that, if you look way down here, you also have a light. Now let's go ahead and open up the tailgate here, and let me show you how this looks. So there's a button right here. Obviously it's going to open up the normal way, and this is power opening. Also, if you go ahead and just nudge it, this is also power closing, which is very convenient. And to open it the other way, there is a little arrow right here indicating there is something there, a button. So you press that and there you are. So you have access two ways to get into the bed. This way you can get a little bit closer if you are putting in stuff. So either way, you have two different ways. Now let's go ahead and open it up the normal way, and let me show you what else is back here. So on the tailgate, once it comes down, you do have this measurement area and a little bit of like a work surface type situation going on. You've also got a spray and bed liner back here, and I highly suggest getting this on any truck that you do get so you're not scratching up anything. You've also got the box link in all of the corners. There's also the LED bed lighting on both the sides, and also back here you do have a 120 volt outlet, and then you do have this little cubby storage area, hidden compartment if you want to call it, but yeah, that's what that looks like. Now over on the rear, the center window is power opening. Now let's jump inside the King Ranch and see how unique these these things are. So right off the bat, you can see you've got different tones of brown in here, and down here you do have a good amount of space with the water bottle area. Obviously, you've got a speaker grill here in this nice aluminum finish, and you do have the Bang & Olufsen sound system in this. You've got some space here. You've got this nice chrome trimming, the brown here in soft touch. Even up here you have soft touch, and then the brown piping and stitching. So all of this definitely stands out. And then up here you have more space, and then this nice looking wood trimming. Now let's check out the interior, because the seats are just as nice, because it's all brown interior with different shades obviously. So you've got the perforated bottom back sections, the King Ranch logo stamped in on both the side seats, and back here the side seats also come heated, which is nice. And if I go ahead and pull down the center here, you do have your cup holders. Pushing this up, let's go ahead and lift up the seats, and once these lock into place, you have this massive area of storage that you can definitely utilize. Now I'm going to jump back here and show you the legroom and the headroom in this. All right, once you're inside, legroom, obviously this is an F-150, you're not going to have any issues, and I'm sure this seat can be adjusted even more. So let's say it comes back even more, I still have a good amount of legroom in this. And in terms of the headroom, again, no issues at all. For reference, I'm 5'11", I'm wearing a hat, and I'm perfectly fine back here. Also behind the driver and the passenger seat, I like how it's all soft touch everywhere. There's no plastic or anything. You've got the brown piping here and a storage area here and on the other seat. Now over on the rear console area, you've got cup holders, chrome trimming, you've got your venting obviously, rear heated seat buttons, you've got USB ports, and a 120 volt outlet down there. All right, let's check out the front and see if anything is different. Opening it up right off the bat, I can see there is a ton more room at the bottom, and a small little detail up here is you do have King Ranch engraved into this chrome trimming, and then it's just your usual window controls, side mirror controls, and then the driver memory seat controls. Now as for the front seats, these are exactly like the rear. You've got the nice King Ranch badging, you've got the two-tone going on, perforated bottom back sections. The front seats do come heated, ventilated, and you do have a built-in massage feature. Now over on the side here, you do have all your power seat controls, chrome around all of that, and this middle button here is where you activate your built-in massage feature. Now at the bottom, you got this nice chrome door sill piece that says King Ranch. Underneath, just your pedals obviously. Here is the hood latch release. Here is the electronic parking brake, and your pedals are actually power adjustable. Here is the bed light at the top. You've got your exterior lighting controls, including the fog lights, cluster dimmers, the side mirror lights, and then the tailgate button. Now around the vent here, you got more of this nice chrome here as well with the US flag. And then for your steering wheel, this is power adjustable. Now I want to show you something cool on the cluster, because when I go ahead and start it up, you have the nice animations that play obviously, and even on the touchscreen here. But even when I turn off the vehicle, you have the nice animations. All right, entering inside, your dashboard is covered in a mixture of materials. So you've got the hard soft material here, the plastic here with like these lines and stuff. You've got two speakers here, one in the center and two over there. And this also has one of my other favorite things, which is the heads-up display. And then you move into your fully digital cluster area. This is a 12-inch cluster, and on here you can view a ton of different vehicle information, and to control all of that, it is done through here. So if I just press the menu here and then I press back, so here I have all of these different menus that I can go into, and more things will be within each of the menus. Now as for the steering wheel, you got the soft touch. This is all in brown. You've also got the contrast stitching. This also comes heated. You've got lots of chrome everywhere, and down here you do have the King Ranch logo, and it also says King Ranch, and plus the wood trimming around this. Over on the left here, you have all your cruise control settings, follow distance, lane keep, volume, Bluetooth, and the other side is your cluster controls, phone controls, and then the seat controls. And behind you do have your wiper controls, high beams, and indicators. Now over on the center armrest, this is pretty unique. Again, two-tone. You've got the nice King Ranch logo here, a ton of chrome here, and this does open up to become a work surface. So to do that, I just fold down the shifter just like that, and then I can open this up, and I have all of this space to do my work or whatever else it is. Now let's go ahead and open up the main section just like that. You do have this tray which can be popped out, and then you have all of this space in here plus two USB ports. And then coming to the center console, first off on the side, you've got this beautiful like brushed chrome look with all of like these little lines here, and then you got space on the side, and you'll notice that on the passenger side as well. And then on the center console, let's bring the shifter back up here. You have your cup holders, obviously some space here, space behind here if it's not folded down, and then you have more of the wood trim, the logo here, chrome trimming. Pushing this back, you have space in here plus a wireless phone charger and two USB ports. Over here you have your different drive modes, trailer brake controller, and then the Pro trailer knob. And on the other side you have a 12 volt outlet and a 120 volt plug. In the center here, the bottom row is all of your heating and cooling, including your heated steering wheel, heated seats, vented seats, and then here is all your multimedia controls, including the cameras, hazards, and traction control. Now let me show you the cameras before I forget. So Once I press that, here's what pops up. So right now it is the front facing camera that's on, and then you do have a top bird's eye view. So in order to see everything, I click this and I can either see a full screen of the front, a panoramic wider view. There's also the rear, obviously, the hitch cameras here, the side cameras, and then this one right here is when you do have your trailer connected. But let's go back to the first section here, because you do have a plus sign here, and if I click that, a bunch more pop up, and if I click any of them, it zooms into that particular area. So parking and towing with this is very, very easy. And then you get into your 12-inch touchscreen. I like the way that this is laid out because you have a main screen and a mini screen off to the right. So on the first page here, the audio section, this is your AM, FM, Sirius XM, all of that. And then next is your phone section once you do have it paired. Next is the navigation section. Next will be the favorite section, so you can customize this to whatever you use the most. Next is the app section. So here you're going to find things like Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Next is the settings, which is pretty usual on any vehicle. And then under features, this is probably going to be the most used thing because you have a lot of useful things here, like the driver assistance, which is all of your safety features. So you can turn them on, off, adjust it however you want. And then heading back, you've also got the running boards, which you can have different modes, approach detection, all that. And then you also have the zone lighting in this. So if I override this, turn this on, I can turn on one zone at a time or all zones at once. And then heading back, there's also the towing section. So connection checklist, add a trailer, everything here for your trailer needs. You can turn it on, off, adjust it however you want. Heading back, then is just a manual and record feedback. Now over on the little mini screen here, I can use either these arrows, press this pages here, and then I can also swipe through. And if I want to use the massage feature, I can either press the button on the side of the seat, or if I go under settings here, and then I believe it is going to be under seats, and then here it is. So I can either adjust these seats from the screen here, which is nice, same thing for the passenger, or I press the little massage thing here, and then I have all of these options plus the different intensities. Also, you've got two buttons up here, which is your auto start stop and then your hill descent control. And even on this brown trimming on the dashboard, you have this very unique looking image, which is nice if you're into those small little details. And even on the dash here by the speaker, you even have a little bit of space that you can definitely utilize. Going past the rear view mirror up here, if I press this, here's where you put your sunglasses, and then also you have your rear power sliding window control, sunroof controls, sunshade controls, and then the interior lights. And here's the key for the King Ranch. It's your usual Ford key. All right, let's come around to the passenger side here and see what we have on the dashboard, because you do have this beautiful wood trimming and you have all of these King Ranch symbols, a lot of this chrome trimming here, and you can open this up by pressing this, revealing a hidden compartment area. Plus, you do have your usual glove compartment space, and here is that space that I was talking about on the side of the console. As for the different models that you can get with the Ford F-150s, here are all of them. And for the safety features that you do get standard with the King Ranch, here is a list, and here is the window sticker for this King Ranch. The pricing that you see is in Canadian dollars. Well, that does it for the review on this 2026 Ford F-150 King Ranch. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this truck?